want to be a part of my studio audience, go to our website, steveharveytv.com. I'm back with my friend, Pastor Paula White, and joining us now are Natasha and her husband, Carlos, who want guidance to get their relationship back on track. Now, Pastor Paula, what are the keys to a happy relationship?
Well, you know, there's some basics, some fundamentals to have a good, healthy, whole relationship. There are preferences we have, but the fundamentals are going to be unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, safety, am I safe with you, and security. Those are the building blocks. And then we start going from there. But you really have to have those four things intact.
Okay, so, Natasha, tell us what's going on.
I love my family very much. I love the role of being a wife and a mother. It's just I'm working as well, and I'm getting overwhelmed. I'm tired, coming home from working, then to deal with the babies, cook and clean. And as I'm going crazy with the babies, I pass by the bedroom door and I see him relaxing, watching TV. I understand he works very hard and very long, but I'm getting bitter towards him because of the fact that I feel like I never get that break.
Carlos, do you feel like the marriage is struggling?
It's been bad, Steve. We were separated for 3 months. It was due to the fact that I was working 70 hours a week, and I deal with customers all the time. So when I get home, I'm tired, and I'm tired.
Do you miss out on a lot of times with the family, the kids?
Yes, sir. I surely do. I mean, just coming home, the fact of, my kids running to her mom, I mean, it's sad. I come home from work. I just want to, eat something, take a bath, and go to sleep. But one thing that I would not give up is the relationship between my wife and my kids. Mm-hmm. So I'm here. I will do whatever it takes for my family.
Okay, well, Pastor Paula, what are your thoughts?
Number one, they really have an ability to have a great relationship. They're here, they're committed and ready. And there's some ground rules we need to lay first. The first ground rule is going to be that you have to make it safe to connect. There's 4 areas of safety. Physically, am I physically safe with you? Then number 2, which is the biggest for healthy relationships, is emotional connection. So that has a lot to do with how you communicate your needs to each other, that you can be heard. And then there's got to be commitment safety. And that commitment safety has to do with trust. I'm committed to work through this with you. So there's got to be commitment and community safety, and that's what we're here for today. That's who's my support system? What environment am I around? Do the right people speak into my life? And so once you're safe to connect, then you take the empowerment piece. And that empowerment piece is to decide and not just slide. And what I mean by that is sometimes circumstances and responsibilities make us really just slide through life. There's 2 children now, there's jobs, there's mortgage, there's bills, there's all this stuff. But you are empowered to take charge of your life. Now, I understand to you it's important to feel like a provider. But your wife is also saying, your time is very valuable to me and your help's valuable to me. So I want you to look at that and really say, am I spending so much time working that in the long run I'm going to lose everything that I love? And then the third thing to do is do your part. In life, we can't change other people, but we can change ourselves. So in a relationship, doing your part means I 100% get in with my part. And as you do your part and he does his part, you guys are taking power. You're taking your destiny back. You're not just letting it go any longer. And people who feel empowered tend to have stronger and healthier relationships. So those are the ground rules that we start with. And then we can keep giving you more and more tools to really build something healthy, because I think they're going to have a great future together.
I think she's spot on. The provision part is of primo importance to a man. We can't demonstrate our love any more than by taking care of you. That's our ultimate portrayal of love. At the same time, how many days a week you work?
5 days a week.
5 days a week. How many days a week you work?
7.
I'm talking about on your job.
5.
I know. Yeah. Oh, I've sat across from you a lot of times. Yeah, but that's true. You are working 7 days, but on your job 5 days a week. Here's what you're going to have to do, man. When you come home, Carlos, I strongly suggest to you, your first hour and a half, that's for your family. That's for your daughters. Now, after an hour, hour and a half, you got to come get him now. Because he tapped out. The rest of it is just work, man. Marriage is work. Like, man, you got to decide every day you want to be married. You cannot let a day go by that you don't want to decide to be married. It's work, man. My marriage is work. Now, you know how I do it? I just go on and do it. Because once you say no, you got to deal with that issue and everything that come after that. Because their no's are a lot more valuable than our no's. See, because at night, I don't need all these no's to come back. Pastor Paula, thank you so much, darling. I love you. Thank you very much. Hey, don't forget her book, Move On, Move Up. It's out now. I want you to get a copy of the book, Move On, Move Up. Congratulations, you. We'll be right back, everybody.